Well, look at that. My signal decided to work. Oh, well, why not turn myself around? Hey, everybody. If you're up here, then you will realize I'm not on YouTube Live like I said I would be because it don't want to act right. So here I am on Instagram Live because apparently, and that didn't even want to come on. So I'm not on YouTube Live. I had to come over here to IG. And hey, everybody coming in. Sorry if there's noise right now. I'm just trying to get my... Dude, I'm trying not to be upset, but I am. Get my phone to be in the thing, because that's... Okay, everything just doesn't want to work right today. You know what? You know what, things... This is why sometimes you just rather do stuff the simple way. All right. Phone holder don't want to work. Signal don't want to work. All right. Let's see. Can y'all see me now? Yes, you can see me there. So I'm just going to go live from here because I couldn't go live from YouTube because everything was being really ridiculous. So sorry if you tried to pull up on YouTube to see the live I said I was going to do from there. We're doing it here. And I learned a lesson. So there we go. So all I'm doing today is harvesting some vegetables and then hopefully getting a plot ready to plant some stuff. But mainly I'm just harvesting some kale that I'm super tired of looking at and giving it away to some people because I'm tired of eating it too. So hey to y'all, and then obviously it's hey Blaze, thanks for resharing that. I couldn't go live on you. Well, live on YouTube signal was super trash and there's mad airplanes flying over and I could barely get here on IG live, but we here. So all I'm doing right today, I don't even know if I'm gonna use these things, but is cutting down this kale because I'm tired of looking at it. And I got my big old bucket that I'm putting it in. And I have some other greens too, but I have like 3 kinds of kale and then some cabbage that I'm growing, but the cabbage hasn't formed into a head, so it don't matter. The leaves are still edible. I'm just gonna cut the leaves how they've grown now. So whatever. I'm cutting everything. And then I'll water the garden a bit and everything. And sorry, y'all, I can't. Usually someone will come live with me and like read the messages and stuff. Blaze, if you want to jump on live and just talk to me and read the read the chat, that's cool too. Hey, Keisha, miss you, girl. But you can do that too. If not, I'm just gonna talk randomly. So it's not. I don't know. Maybe y'all don't need me to talk, right? The amount of aphids on this is crazy. I've got to spray the crap out of this stuff. But it's not as bad as it was. And there's some leaves I'm not keeping because they have... Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Because I'm definitely turned toward the sun, so that's probably not helping anything. But anyway, there's mad aphids on that. Alright. This one too, that looks not pretty at all. So I'll leave a few at the top so it can... I don't know, man. I'm so tired looking at this one. I might pull it. I'm already halfway there. All right. It's still growing food, though. Should I leave it alone? Should I leave it alone or should I pull it, y'all? What say you? Oh, let me see. Blaze, what'd you say? Let me see. Y'all, I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. I hate being so close to the camera. What up, Jermon? Y'all like my hat? So yeah, if anybody wants to just hang out with me in the live, that's cool too. But yeah, we here and not on IG because, you know, technical difficulties. So, all right, that's one. This is how much I got off of that one. I feel like this. All right. Can y'all see okay with the sunshine or should I go the other way? That's better, huh? Because this, I don't know. That's better. We'll move. we'll move ye. Hang out with me in my chocolate Sunday shirt. We're going around. We're going around in the worst way possible. All right. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way to avoid that sunshine shining earthly. All right, there. There we go. Alrighty. So, are we on? I can't see nothing. This is just not working out. It's gonna be all right, but daggone. I must say I'm a bit frustrated though. Well, yeah. So, anyway, all right. Not that. Oh, there's a lot. I'm gonna pull these. There's a lot of stuff I don't want here. I don't have to keep dealing with it. That's one thing I can't stand about kale and the bugs. Like, it gets so wrinkly. Like, the bugs have so many places they can hide if they wanted to. And who wants to, feels like cleaning all that out? Haven't had a lot of sleep. My YouTube live didn't work. And now I'm just trying to be peaceful, because I don't feel that way. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? Because I need a little stress relief, I'm going to rip this thing out of the ground. That'll help me feel better. Can we see it? Yeah, this is coming up. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. The roots are deep. Here we go. Victory! All right. Well, since I chopped the whole thing down, I guess I'll... No, this is just it. Ah, yes. A nice crack. Stupid kale. Oh, man. That made me feel better a little bit. Let me see this one.
You want all these plants that are at your house?
So, if y'all hear other people, it's because this community garden is near a church, and church is happening today. So that's where any music is coming from.
This is the community garden. We have tomatoes like this one.
All right. There. Oh, I'm so tired of y'all. I'm excited. All right, so let me just check on everybody here. Y'all can look at my awesome hat as I read comments. Victory, yes, my gosh. I had to crack that sucker in half. I'm gonna do another one just so I can feel better, because I'm just frustrated now. And I'm on low sleep, so I'm about to crack all these suckers in half. But I gotta be careful because I got my new Timbs, and I can't be scuffing those up. Hey Kaiju, what up? You've never actually seen a kale plant. Yeah, this thing's been here for almost a year now, it seems. Maybe not that long, but at least 7 months. And it just keeps going and going. like the Energizer. Do they even have Energizer Bunny commercials anymore? Um, like the Energizer Bunny. So here, this is a different kind of kale. This is some curly scarlet kale. And I'm tired of it too. So it'll just keep growing, and you just keep pulling the leaves off, and they keep growing to the top, and it'll get taller and taller, and that's why the stalk's so long. It looks like a little, bouquet of flowers. Get somebody a bouquet of kale. What I'm doing right now is I'm just looking at the kale to see if it has powdery mildew, which is something I don't want to eat or give to anyone. This one definitely has a ton of aphids on the bottom, which you could just spray off. They just kind of like suck the internal juices out of the plant and weaken it, and and it looks ugly too. But that's what she said. So some of these do have powdery mildew. Not all of them do. And like if it was a plant like my zucchini, if the leaves got powdery mildew, I wouldn't care because I ain't eating the leaves. I'm eating the zucchinis, the squash. But I don't. I mean, I've read about it, and I haven't read anybody going, yeah, I just wash it off and keep eating. Like, no, you don't. I haven't seen anyone doing that. But if I find out some different information, then perhaps so. So the ones on top look good. These would be actually really good to make kale chips with. So what I will be doing though is after my harvest is having a couple cooking videos and just showing you what I do with the food that I harvest from the garden. Because like Mr. was saying, maybe you ain't seen a kale plant or even grab something fresh off or done anything with it besides put it in your smoothies or something like that. So I just want to give you guys some options of how to cook some of this because it still turns out good in the end. The kale chips is mad good. Like it's something nice and salty and crunchy, but not potato chips and not super processed. So that's always a good thing. And just because I'm tired of these stupid plants today. It's actually not the plants I'm tired of. It's the internet connection, but I can't snap that in half. So plants get it. Oh, that was easy. I was ready to just go ham on this joint. Oh my gosh. All right, sorry y'all. I really cannot see my phone, and when I'm in the garden, it's hard to do anything. Oh, I'll tag you in. All right, what's up, Blaze? Let me see. And hey, Tahir, I saw you join for a hot second. Thank you. I don't know if you're still here. All right, come on in. It's going to be so helpful. So now I'm not just rambling to myself. Bring
What
that
up?
face up here. What up, though?
What's good with you? How you
Oh
feeling? How
man,
you doing?
see, I'm over here snapping shit in half.
Yo, I see that.
Oh, thank you. Well,
It's all good.
how's it going over there on that side of life?
Everything's all right. You know, I'm over here close to the DC area, so it's been kind of hectic recently. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, we had some stuff going here in San Diego yesterday. They had like the police out protecting CVS like Fort Knox, I heard, and some protest and anti-protest and all kinds of stuff.
That's crazy.
I just
How you
didn't go
been?
serious. You say how I've been?
Yeah, how you been holding up?
Oh, good. I just be in the house most of the time, or here snapping shit in half. Apparently.
I feel you. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So as my consigliere, but if you don't mind, if any comments come through or any questions, if you can let me know, then that would be helpful. But if not, just hang tough and yeah, we'll talk about the randomness.
Absolutely. I got you. Fan says hello.
Oh, hey, how you doing, child?
Mr. Talent says bit facts.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one. This kind of looks pretty to me. I'm not a big flower person, like receiving them or growing them or anything, but this is pretty. And then, you can eat it. So, and that's what he said. All right. So,
Right.
yeah. Maybe it's good I'm off YouTube. I don't know if I said my channel was for kids or not, but this ain't. All right. All right. I'm going to spray the crap out of all this with the hose when I'm done. But for now, I'm just trying to do this. And,
So earlier, Hippie, you said you had three kinds of kale in your garden. What were those three kinds of kale, if you
all
don't
right.
mind?
So there's this one, which is the curly purple kale. I think it's called the scarlet kale. This one's called dazzling blue or something like that. And then, and look, what they get bigger. So here's a bigger one of the dazzling blue. It's kind of
Yeah.
blue with a purple vein. This one's mad purple and super curly. And then the last one is this one, which most people, I think, are one of the ones people are the most familiar with, which you get in the store, which is the dino kale, or the Jacinto kale. This one's curled up a lot because they're old and they've been here forever. But anyway, the dino kale, and people will see these a lot. Maybe they're not as wrinkly,
Yeah.
but this is the one people will probably be most familiar with. And this one is the one I hate keeping for a long time because if all these little pockets, the bugs can get in, and it's super hard to get them out because kale's already kind of like waterproof almost. Like you gotta, it has like a natural wax or something on it, and it's like when you put it in water, it kind of don't do nothing. You're trying to scrub out bugs if there were bugs out of the little pockets. So one time a few years ago, I just had so much. I was like, forget it, man. Like I can't get these stupid bugs out, and I don't even want to deal with it. So,
let's see. Mr. Talent asks, "Is the kale as dry as it sounds?"
it's not dry. It's crunchy. That's different. It's just crunchy because it's a firm, so it's crunchy because it has, I mean, if it was soft and soggy, I mean, think about some soggy lettuce, like that would be super gross to eat, but you like your lettuce with the crunch. So it's just crunchy, but not dry.
I got you.
Yeah. So.
Fan asks, would vinegar help with getting rid of the bugs?
So yeah, I mean it's good for cleaning and all that stuff too. But like I said, so the thing is, yes, so it could help. But what I was saying about these is, when you put this in water, it's almost like if you put something under water and it actually has an air pocket inside of it, and the water never touches it, and so you could stick it in water and an air pocket will form. So where the bugs are, no water is going, no vinegar is going. They just chilling, hanging out, missing everything. So if you can get it to where they are, yeah. But that's the problem I've had with this particular kale in the past is I put it in water and all these air pockets form and no water's touching it. All the things that I needed to touch to, clean it the best. So the good thing is I'm in the garden right now, so I can, just get my hose and spray the crap out of everything, and that water's going to hit. It's not the same thing as submerging something. So,
yeah.
And then go home and, clean it with the vinegar and whatever you want. But to be honest, there aren't any bugs on this, which is great because if there were, I wouldn't even be picking it right now. I'd just be like, forget it. But this is what I have so far, the mixture of all of them. And then I'm going to go.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to spray it off. And then I have some broccoli growing. I'll probably just harvest some broccoli leaves because the broccoli plant isn't doing too much. But actually, the broccoli, I never harvested. So the broccoli is turning into flowers.
I got you.
Yes, it's starting to go to seed. All right, so this has. All right, I'm done with all of this mess.
Kenya So Gorgeous says, "Hey, Hippie and Blaze."
Hey.
So did Rainy. Mr. Talent asks, do both of y'all believe we can really live off of growing our own food?
Yes. Well, I know you over there where the country and all this stuff is growing.
Oh man.
So
yeah,
definitely. And I'm from North Carolina, so for sure. That's how everybody used to eat.
Yeah, man, I agree with you there. I mean, we grew up with gardens in our backyard. We grew on, vegetables, on greens. We had collards, we had mustard greens and tomato vines and muscadine vines.
I've got to plant those. That's going to be a video of me planting some seeds. But some of the seeds I have are mustard greens because mine be growing dumb huge. Like, it's crazy.
Moms used to make muscadine wine out of the muscadine vines in our backyard.
So first of all, I don't call them no muscadines. I know you don't call them no muscadines. You know you don't. You're just saying that because that's a word people know. You do call them scuppernongs though, right?
Sometimes, but we grew up calling them muscadines as well, though.
You did? Oh, so y'all are fancy. Okay. Well, first of all, they're scuppernongs, but my mom was like, scuppalongs. I was like, what?
Scuppalong.
What's a scuppalong? But man, I love scuppernongs. I just recently, like not last year in 2019, had some scuppernong wine. I hadn't had it prior.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they made it because they're just huge, and I just would go in the woods when I was little and pick them off the vine and eat them like that.
Rainey says hello.
Hey, Rainey.
Kaju says bullets. Mr. Talent says, I think people love the idea of it, but most of us don't have a garden and never planted anything. So what's your recommendation for someone who is just getting started in the whole gardening process?
So if they have the space, then leafy greens are great. So this is one of my plots that I've planted here. So this is Napa cabbage. I'm gonna grow that and make some kimchi probably. That's why I grabbed it. But something's over here eating my stuff. But anyway, this is easy. Arugula is stupid easy. Swiss chard. It gets huge. It produces a lot and it tastes really good. And then these are beets that I have growing. So leafy greens are always good. Lettuce, grows quick. I tell you what grows super fast, but a lot of people don't eat it. But it would be just, if you want to feel accomplished, is grow some radish. They'll be from seed in the ground to pick them out of the ground 30 days.
Tahir Moore is in the building. What's up, Tahir Moore? What's up, Tahir? More Moore.
I'm on this other side of the camera, so I'm trying to look at what people are talking about. So yeah, there we go. Y'all drop those whiskey glasses for Tahir and the Moore mob. Oh shit. Oh, I'm glad y'all can't see all my trips. So anyway, radish grows super fast. So if you have kids and you just want to do something with them and see some quick progress, radish would be really great. And you can eat the radish greens, turnip greens, all this stuff, and then radish are kind of spicy, but so I'm gonna water this one. I ain't doing nothing here.
Kaiju said in Louisiana they call them bullets. Oh, yeah, that is right. I didn't know that.
Oh, they call them the scuppernongs bullets? Well, they are
bullets.
Huge.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Mr. Thompson's hard work is correct. I believe that. Yeah, it definitely is a lot of hard work in gardening. Well, I guess it kind of depends on what you're growing as well, right?
Yeah, so it's not when you're getting started, maybe in getting it. It's not so much hard work, but it's a consistency you need.
Yeah.
You need to check on things. You need to water them. You need to get rid of anything that's not growing well, or maybe some bad leaves, and just come through and prune up your plants. Like right now, I haven't been out here in a few days. I'm like, let me water because some of these looking sad, but I know they're okay because I'm just familiar. But at the same time, I see that something's eating one of my plants. So I got to figure out what that is because they will go to work. You come back the next day and the whole thing will be gone. So I got to figure out what it is. But this is an organic garden. We don't use anything non-organic to treat anything with. I usually don't do anything. I don't mind sharing with the bugs. Just don't eat all my stuff like daggone. So we shall see. I'm so happy. I am to have pulled this kale down.
Violet Beauty 77 says hello.
Hi. Hello,
Kim
lady.
Younger says hello.
Oh, hey Kim. What up?
Rainey says I need to grow my own cabbage. I love it.
Oh, cabbage. First of all, I have cabbage in my other plot, which I'm about to go to over here, because the person who had it before me left some cabbage, and I just left it there. I don't mind growing cabbage. It just seems to take so long for just, you grow a head, 2 heads, 3 heads. I'm like, this is a lot of time to wait for a head of cabbage to grow. That's why I'm so mad about my watermelons this summer, because watermelons take a minute, and then it was gone. So here's the broccoli. So this used to be this. It used to be oh, hello, Mr. B. There's a B. But it used to be this. So your broccoli, I can't even see nothing. So your broccoli looks like that. But when you don't harvest the broccoli and eat it, it turns into this. So all of those little buds that we eat are going to be flowers eventually. Oh, and the place for the bees to hang out. There's another bee.
Tahir say, let's go, mobsters. Mr. Talent says, but isn't gardening also a seasonal thing, which makes living off of it difficult?
There's different plants for different seasons. So no, it doesn't make it difficult, because if you grow everything, say grow all your summer stuff, you harvest it, you prep it, you store it. So that's why people have deep freezers and they store their food. That's why people used to pickle things a lot, because the season does change and you're not going to have the same produce, but you can still have the produce you grew before. You just need to store it the proper way. Obviously, we don't have to pickle things like that so much anymore, but different seasons also different plants grow. There's wintertime plants, like kale will grow in the winter. There's stuff that it could be snowed on and it will still grow. Yep. But also, I live in San Diego, so I ain't worried about that. And then also, what was I going to say? You can grow indoors. There's hydroponics. I do hydroponics and stuff sometimes. I'm just bringing my thing, but I do hydroponics and things of that nature. So places like New York, there's a lot of urban gardening, people growing on rooftops and taking advantage of the spaces that they do have. So there's a lot of different ways. But
CW
yeah,
says
that's a
he.
good question though, because a lot of people will think that and just go, well, I can't grow, and then
Yep.
they don't realize all the options that they have.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely a seasonal thing. CW says I grew my own spinach last year. That's what's up.
Me and spinach are nemesis.
Oh, yeah.
Me and spinach and I did not get along. And bell peppers, I think, was grow. I don't know. They don't like me. I don't gotta like them back either. That's fine. I grow these things. So this is the cabbage plant that will not head. Okay, I need to stop. But anyway, it won't. And so I just keep pulling the leaves off like this. You can just chop them up and cook them like you would, collard greens or something else. So you can still, broccoli greens you can eat. If you grow Brussels sprouts, you can eat the greens. A lot of things you would just think you're going to eat the other thing you're trying to produce, like the broccoli, but eat the leaves too. They're good.
Got it. CW said that was his first time growing anything. That's awesome, man. Kim Younger says, Tahir sent me. Love your enthusiasm about gardening.
Oh, thank you.
Fan asked the question, Hippie, how did you find or start this garden?
This particular garden or just gardening in general?
It just says that particular garden.
This one? So in San Diego, because it is a place, but a lot of cities have it, but they have community gardens. So I used to garden at a different one in Ocean Beach, in Point Loma area. And when I moved, I just started searching. I mean, honestly, you could search most cities and they'll show you like where all the community gardens are. A lot of times are full because, if people don't have space, they're trying to grow somewhere. So I just found this one online and I reached out to the people who run it. And here I am, and now I have 3 plots, so I'm very excited.
That's awesome. Kaiju asked the question.
Okay.
Do cabbages grow well in your climate? I thought they needed cooler weather.
It gets cool here because, it doesn't have to be freezing, but it'll get cool on some days here. And this plot that I'm at right now, another girl had it, and then she moved, and I took over it. But she was growing tons of cabbage, and she was getting lots of heads of cabbage. I like to see, it takes time to grow stuff, but I still like to see some results. So I'm not patient enough nor eating cabbage enough to want to grow it that much. But it does get cool enough to grow those cool weather things. But it's, climate change. It's super warm. Well, I feel super warm right now. It is sunny. So that might be one of the reasons why it's not going ahead because the climate is not helping it out.
Makes sense. Brady says, that's cool, Hippie. I never knew that about broccoli.
Oh, yeah. They sell it. So they sell it in stores now. People are taking the leaves and they're calling it broccoli. And they're selling it like it's the most special item ever when it's just the leaves from the plant. And, and they're probably charging a good price for it, too, when it's not anything special as far as growing it. You're growing it at the same time you're growing the broccoli.
Yeah. Mr. Talent says, I want to grow food that I actually eat, like asparagus. Is that possible to grow indoors?
Probably asparagus I've never grown asparagus. I can't even talk. I've never grown asparagus, but it does. It's so funny how it grows. It grows exactly how it looks. One little piece at a time grows out of the ground like that. They look like little fingers coming up. You could probably grow that indoors, but I don't know its light requirements. So like you need the lights so that, it's going to need either the sunshine or the lights in order for it to have the amount that it needs every day.
Gotcha. Mr. Talent says, Blaze, do you have a garden yourself? Not right now, Mr. Talent, but I grew up with one when I was younger.
I know you did. What y'all grow in your garden?
Oh, we had a little bit of everything. So we had greens, collard greens, mustard greens. We had tomato vines. We had little plots with potatoes growing there, which I hated because I was always the one that had to go out and pull the potatoes up out of the ground, which
but that wasn't fun to
is
you?
rough.
That wasn't fun?
now we're sitting on several acres of land, and I also had to cut the grass too.
All right, that was work. That wasn't fun at the time.
Yep.
I got you.
What else? We had a bunch of stuff like that growing up. I wish I would have picked up more tips and tricks from my moms and pops when I was younger, and they had their gardens
Yeah.
as well. You know?
Yeah. So I would say this too, Mr. Tyler, grow things that you like, of course, but this is a good opportunity to find new things you like. I think that's one of the problems in the community sometimes is people get accustomed to eating certain things and only those certain things. And then when they're introduced to something else, and I'm not saying this is you, of course, but when they're introduced to something else, they're either like, oh, what's that? Oh, that's probably not going to taste good. Like people don't expand their palates enough and try different things. So it's a good time to try something else. Like if you like collard greens, and try a different kind of green and and see how those grow. Or if you like asparagus, then there's nothing really comparable to that, but but it is try some
I
different
got
things.
another question.
Yep.
Kim Younger asks, how do you clean and prep your veggies?
Oh, there'll be videos about that, but I'm about to spray the crap out of them right now before I even take them. And these are going to get donated because I'm tired of looking at them, but I'll probably keep a few to clean the stuff. But I clean them really thoroughly first when they're a whole leaf and make sure there's no bugs before I start chopping them up, because I don't want to chop up a bug. Not because I care about the bug too tough, but because I don't want chopped up bugs, and now I got to find those parts and rinse those too. So I just make sure there's always a random spider or something, which I don't mind spiders, and because they're helpful to the garden. But anyway, I do that, chop them up, rinse them good. Like Fan was saying, you can put them in vinegar. Different people clean their stuff different ways. Let's make sure they're clean. And then the prep depends on what I'm cooking and how I'm cooking. But I'm from the country, so you know how we like our greens cooked to death.
Look, you already know that.
Yeah, but I've learned not to cook them that tough too much anymore. I enjoy them in many different preparations.
Cool. Got another question here.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Well, Kim says McDowell hat is super cute.
Oh, thank you.
I like that. Randy asks, Hippie, you should do a challenge and grow something you've never grown.
I do grow stuff I've never grown all the time. Right now, I got some fava beans growing. I've never grown those before, so I'm excited to see how those turn out. But yeah, I always grab something random because it's fun. And I have some eggplant over here, some Thai eggplants. They're round. I had never grown before, so that plant's about to get pulled and tossed. But all of this is the plot I want to kind of clean up and get ready for planting, because the other ones are ready. I've kind of dug them up, watered them, put some new compost down and stuff. But look at this poor sad pepper plant that's still trying to grow. Just stop, sir. No one told you to keep going.
Another question for you.
Okay.
Violet Beauty 77 asks, what inspired you to start gardening?
Oh, well, like Blaze was saying, we're both from East Coast country land. I'm from North Carolina, so I've always been around gardens and farms and huge fields and everything. So it's just kind of normal to me. Maybe as an adult, I started doing it more. I lived in China for a few years, and when I was there, I did a lot of reading, just about health things. I just had a lot of time to do a lot of things, which was super awesome. And I just started eating very differently and reading a lot of stuff. And I started a garden when I was there. And since I've been back, I've been kind of gardening a lot more in my adult life since. And I came back from there in 2008. And since then, I've gotten a degree in nutrition. And I was a certified personal trainer. I just kind of got really into all of that. But I love being outside. I love the country. I love being in the dirt. I love watching stuff grow. I don't like flowers though. I like being able to do something with it. So I like growing things that I can eat and then giving them to other people too.
Cool. Gotcha. Another question from the chat.
Okay.
Beauty in the Dark asks, are peppers easy to grow?
Oh man, peppers are dope. First of all, I love spicy food. And the answer I would say, to me is yes. Everything seems easy to grow to me though. I don't know. Like I'm not too fussy about it, but I pay just enough attention and everything, and it's good weather here and good soil. So yes, the crazy thing, peppers are super productive. So if you get your plant going, they love, the summertime, your plant gets growing. Like there's plants that can get like 5 feet tall, and peppers are just going crazy up there. So yeah, I had some I wasn't even taking care of, and they were just still producing really well. So
Gotcha. Because you says I feel your pain, Blaze. That's how I grew up too, cutting an acre of grass with a push mower. Man, push mower? Woo.
oh, we had a push mower too, the
Yeah,
little
man.
motor joint. Yeah, we used to play with it though. Because we just thought there was
Yeah,
four of us.
the funny thing is, yeah, we had a few acres of land, and the funny thing is, it wasn't until after my first year of college that my parents then decided to purchase the extravagant riding
Oh yeah, because
lawnmower
they
with the
don't want to
extra
push it.
wide blades.
So here's my poor eggplant, the Thai eggplant plant that I wasn't. And these are the ones I've left on the too long. Um, and it's still, look, I just pulled it out of the ground, but eggplant flowers are super pretty. They're purple like this, and they get kind of big, but yeah, it's still trying to grow, and I haven't even been taking care of it. But we'll pull that eggplant. I made it. I made it in the thing. Y'all didn't see that though, but I did.
Fawn says, fava beans, make sure you have that. Okay. She also asks, do you make your own fertilizer? If not, what kind do you use?
I don't, because I'm at a community garden, so they've already had a lot of things set up, and one of the things they have set up is a compost bin. Put in and stuff, and they have like 3 different things. You put it in originally, it starts to break down. And then there's another spot where they turn it over, and then the final spot where the compost is ready. So, no, I just go add some of that compost to my plot, and I don't add any other fertilizer. Like stuff's been growing crazy just from that. Like it's really good. Yep.
Cool. So let me ask you this. This is coming from the chat. This kind of general question that can help the viewers and the listeners out there. What are some of the lessons learned throughout like your experience with gardening? Key lessons.
Um, let's see. Some things, don't plant them too close together. I don't care a lot of times. Like I'll just like throw it in the ground and be like, whatever. But like the first time, or one of the first times I was really trying to grow some onions, I didn't separate them out and try to give them space so the bulb could grow. So I wound up growing a lot of good onion greens. But when and they had been out there forever. When I pulled them up, it's like little tiny onions. They didn't have any space to grow. So, I was like, man, I wanted a big onion bulb. Well, duh, if you want a big one, separate them. So, there's that. There's when you see something, take care of it, because it can go fast. Like if you see, like I said, a bug eating your stuff, like start taking care of what the source could be, or handling how you want to handle it. There's different ways that don't involve pesticides and things of that nature. Or if you see something that needs to be like trellised or something like that, or even like I was saying, some of these plants had powdery mildew on them, and that could come from their plants being too close together, not enough airspace, spraying water on the on the leaves, so now they can get mildewy, because they don't have enough air to breathe and dry off instead of just spraying the ground. So when I see that happen, start to take care of it, because you can take those leaves off and maybe it won't spread as quickly and salvage some of your stuff. But if you're just like, oh, it looks like it, I'll check it next time or whatever, you come back and all of your joints is gone. They're not edible anymore. Right, that's my answer.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of that comes from experience, right?
Yeah, I'm trying not to mess with the broccoli too much, because there's a lot of bees on the flowers, and they don't look happy with me. And then I guess learn your bugs, learn your beneficial bugs, and your ones that are really the pests, because some bugs are here to help you. And if you've never seen a ladybug, baby ladybug, which is called a ladybug nymph, you should check them out. They're really cool looking. They don't look like a ladybug at all, but if you see a lot of those in your garden, that's a really good thing. You want them.
True. Yeah, learning your bugs is definitely a good thing, because to your point, some of them are definitely beneficial for the garden.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to get rid of those, but then if you see the ones that are not, there's one that's out here that I've never experienced before, but that's in this particular garden. Thank goodness there's not like pests uh, like oh stupid roly polies. When you're little, roly polies were so fun. Um, I just saw one. You know, they're so fun. You touch them, they roll up, but they will eat the crap out of some food, man. Like they really worked over my eggplants before. But anyway, there's a bug I haven't seen in a garden before that's in this one, and I'll say thank goodness we don't have things like um, voles and moles and all that stuff. Gophers eating anything. There's no problems like that. But it's called a harlequin beetle, and it's so beautiful, and it's so not good for your garden.
Mm-hmm.
This time of year, I don't see them. I see them usually in the summer, but they're so pretty. They're black with the red markings, and nah. And they have a cool name, Harlequin beetle. Like that sounds dope.
It does.
But they are certainly a pest.
What up, T-Mobile? What up, MP?
Hey, you guys. So I do have this. I made some sea moss gel, and I had some water left over from soaking the sea moss, and I brought this out here to pour into the garden because sea minerals are amazing for us and for growing stuff. So it's not a lot, but I was like, I'm gonna water one of my plots with this because I didn't want it to go to waste.
Vante5596 says hello.
All right, hey, what's up? I have no
Hey,
idea
so
what that is, but welcome.
MP says, what up, Hippie? What up, Cuzzo? What's up, brother?
What's up, MP? Yeah, MP be helping out on the chat reading. I'm sitting here like this, looking at the garden because I'm trying to decide if I want to pull this cabbage plant or if I at least want to pull all the leaves off of it because they've been sitting there too long. They're not going to be edible. So do I want to keep it? Keep or pull? Tell them thumbs up or thumbs down. What we
Thumbs
going?
up or thumbs down. Keep them or pull them, y'all. Keep them thumbs up, pull them thumbs down.
It's been here a while.
I think most of the folks want you to pull them because, you know, when you said that you wanted to pull up that other plant, you, like, the chat was like, yeah, go ahead and pull that thing.
Tear it up.
Kim Younger says pull it.
Pull it. All right, the first thing I'm gonna pull, which is not, is this aloe? That is not. I already know why. Someone just gave this to me. I threw it out here in the dirt. Oh, this has nothing to do with anything. I will pull it.
Fawn says pull it too.
These little baby aloes. Okay, keep telling me these little baby ones that grow on the side. So this is the plant. This is new. They're called pups, and that's what they call them on banana plants too, because banana plants will grow the same thing. Little pups you can pull off and plant somewhere else. So I'm gonna take this and maybe plant it in the house and keep that. But see, it's still trying to grow. I pulled it out of the, and the middle's turning green. I don't know. Maybe I'll put this in the shade somewhere. I don't know.
All right, you got a lot of people saying pull it. Kaju says pull it. MC says pull it. Rainy says keep it. You got a lot of people saying pull, so you might want to.
Oh, Rainy, I feel bad. I feel bad because guess what I'm going to do? All I need is a little bit of encouragement because I'm tired of looking at it anyway. Can y'all see this? All right, can y'all see all of that?
Yeah, see it.
All right. I'm not going to pull the broccoli because it's a home for the bees are liking the flowers. So I like the bees being around, and I'll just keep it around solely for that purpose. All right. Hold on a second. I'm going to say something to someone else real quick. Hey, Carl. Hey, Carl. Hey, how are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm pulling some things like my kale, and the stalks are kind of big, and I've put some stuff in there. I've never had the tools all the time to break it up or the time, but should I just try to like crack it with my hand as best I can, or what should I do?
If they're pretty thick,
you don't want
to take the time. A
Uh-huh.
lot of the thicker stuff we can just take out to the.
Oh, just take it to the garbage.
Yeah, I want to compost as much as we can. But if they're like inch thick or above.
Yeah, these kale are crazy. Just take them to the garbage. Okay, that's what I was wondering because I would put them on the other side because I was like, I don't know if that we just leave stuff here longer. I wasn't sure. So okay, the trash.
Generally, yes, unless you really want to take the time to.
Okay, and how if I break it down, how small does it need to be?
If it's thick like that, maybe 6 6 inches.
6
so.
inches. Okay.
I know it takes forever to cut it up.
Yeah,
so.
and if Frederick's with me, I have no time to do extra stuff. Okay, so to the garbage bin. Thank you, sir. But the leaves, can I leave the whole leaf, or you can kind of tear the leaves
I
up?
just tear off the leaves, and that's fine.
Tear and put those in the compost, and that's cool.
That's cool.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Did my phone die?
Nope,
Oh, no.
we still here. We still here.
I was like, oh my goodness. All right, I have plenty of battery. Okay, good. All right, so I was just figuring out what I need to do for the compost. That is something I definitely want to learn more about. Although I participated in helping to compost, and probably not always very helpful because I'm throwing stuff that's too big in there. I have not personally started my own compost because there's a lot involved with how hot it gets and turning it over. And there's a lot of people who use like because flies and worms, they're going to eat a lot of stuff. So there's people who have compost they have worm bins, and there's people who compost and they introduce black soldier fly larvae to the bins, which is really disgusting, but that's what they do, they eat food.
Black soldier fly, that sounds like a rap name or something.
Right? My name is Black Soldier Fly.
Black soldier fly.
Please
MP says, thanks, Carl. Good looking out.
Right? So this will not go in the compost because it's thick as shit. But look how far it's been growing and how much I've been harvesting off of it. So, but I'm tired. But the leaves, I will put them in the compost, and then the plants, I'm gonna put in a wheelbarrow and just take them over to the garbage.
That almost looks like a mini palm tree.
Right? Speaking of trees, here I'm gonna show you all this. This papaya tree. So this papaya tree was tall. It was a tree, and then the lady who owns this plot, she cut them down, and she cut these down, but they started growing back again. So even though they're cut down, they just start growing again. Oh, and there's some papaya growing right there. There's one and another one, and then the flowers. Yeah, there's a whole bunch more growing. So the tree's cut down, but it just started growing new branches and new papaya. Oh, there's her plot. Okay. I always like to see what other people did. There was a whole bunch of stuff there before, but it's not there now.
Awesome. I got a question from Sean. Composting is so interesting. Can you do a segment on it when you do it?
Oh, for sure. That's what I'm trying to do is either go over things I already know or we learn them together. So it will be, if I do, it would be, I don't have space at home to do it. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, what would I do? People have the little composting bins. They sell them, that you can keep at home and put all your little scraps and stuff in, and it's supposed to compost it. I don't know how well this thing works, so maybe we'll do a test. I don't know if y'all been seeing DC Irvin's videos he's been making recently, the Prove It ones, where it's like one of those only seen on TV type of items, and then they're like, take this and fix that, and he's like, prove it. But so I might grab one of those at-home compost bins and see if they really work like they say they do.
Hey, Hippie, it looks like we might have, that Black Soldier Fly name is gonna stick. We got to get at somebody. The chat's going off about this Black Soldier Fly. Brady says, just call me Fly for short. Bard says, Black Soldier Fly sounds like the leader of the Black Panther Party of Flies.
They be working.
Crazy.
They be working.
Yep. So Hippie, earlier you mentioned those 3 different types of kale. Does each one have its own different types of like nutritional value as well? Yeah,
they do. I don't know what they are. I'd have to look it up. But anything that's like purple, so like blueberries, things that have that, it's called, starts with an A or C, or it has an A and C. Anyway, any of those ones, things that are purple, eggplant, blueberries, all this stuff, they have something good and extra in it for you than something that's just green. So I would say the purple kale has they all do have different nutritional indexes, but I'd say the purple one has a little something extra in it for you too. But that's what they say, eat the rainbow, right? Make sure you eat all the colors, because all the different things with different colors definitely do have different nutritional values, like, you know, carrots and the beta carotene, which turns stuff orange. And so eat your orange stuff, eat your purple stuff, eat your green stuff. Get it all in. And there's way more kinds of kale than that too. There's Russian red kale. There's so many freaking different kinds. It's crazy. I just walked past someone's plot and they had just some green curly kale instead of the purple one hanging out. Has anyone ever seen how Brussels sprouts grow? Would you like to see that? You've probably seen it in the store, the stalk. I'll show y'all a few things. It's not mine, but I'm going to show you just so you can see what they look like. Let's see. Share a photo. No, I'm not trying to share a photo. No, I'm not trying to share.
Say, yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, I'm trying, y'all. This thing is trying to get me to share a photo. I'm not trying to share. Okay, tapping a photo or a video will show it right away. Okay, there. So I hit the wrong button. I tried to share a picture with y'all, and I'm not trying to do that. All right, so this is how dragon fruit grow. So if you like dragon fruit and you buy it in stores for super expensive price, this one's not the healthiest in all the places, but this is dragon fruit. Eventually a big flower will grow from one of these things, and then dragon fruit are really weird. The flower doesn't stay open long. It opens up in the middle of the night. A lot of times people will wait as they see it opening up, and they'll come out and try to self-pollinate it because maybe there's no bugs or moths or something around that might pollinate it. So they'll come out to do it. But they grow on, this type of stuff. And it's really easy to regrow one. Like, so if I broke this off right here, oh, Lord, Jesus, sugar cane. I'm gonna ask Carl what he does with the sugar cane because I want to do that. So Blaze, it was fun having you in the video. Now I feel like I'm just talking to myself. So this is some sugar cane. It's in there somewhere. Y'all see it. I can't zoom in. This is some sweet potatoes. And if you don't know, if you haven't been following me saying this many times on my page, you can eat sweet potato greens. They're good. They taste good. That's something called tree kale. It grows really big. But anyway, here's a sugar cane. It's in there. You can see the stalk right there. I love some daggone sugar cane. When I was in China, like, you just buy it out in the street for like nothing, for like, 50 cents, like a whole thing. You just walk around chewing it, and I'm spitting it. So these are my plots. This is one of my plots that's partially planted where I just ripped down the kale. Here's the fava beans that I'm growing for the first time, some beets, and then here a whole bunch of beets, Swiss chard, arugula, Napa cabbage. And I showed y'all the papaya. That's someone else's plot. This is mine where I was just ripping stuff up. But I don't feel like taking this stuff to the garbage right now, so I'm not going to. And then here's all my vegetables I need to spray off, so I'm going to do that. But before I do that, here's my little aloe pup. Before I do that, I'll take y'all over. I'll take this chair back. And sugarcane, yeah, I hate to hear. Have you had sugarcane before? So, Carl, what's up with that sugar cane? I look at it every time and go, what do you do with it? It's just for yourself, or do you donate it somewhere?
I've tried donating it. It started with just a couple little buds, and it turned into that. So.
You look like you're like, the sugar cane is your nemesis right now.
Yeah, it really needs to be cleaned up. If you want some stalks of it just to try, you'd be more than welcome to have them because.
Oh yeah. So what kind of help do you need? I'd be like, if I'm here and I'm doing something, then what kind of do you need? Like, is it too much to explain, or is it just if it's too much to explain, that's cool.
Most of that's probably just going to need to be cleared.
Just cleared out.
It's so old. New ones starting. If you look at the base, there's like new stalks starting from the root.
So just clear out all the dried stuff. And I know it's kind of sharp, you said. So
it's kind of sharp, so you'll want gloves. But and if you don't have a juicer or really tough.
Oh no, not the people. I've never seen a person. I would just gnaw on sugarcane stalks and just spit out the fiber. But I've been to places where they have, like, it almost looks like a bicycle wheel where they spin it and just press it and press the juice out. So I wouldn't attempt to juice a sugarcane at all. I just gnaw on it for because it's tasty.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you like a few of that stalks, help yourself.
Oh, because it's a lot. Yeah, I'll help clear out some of the dried stuff too. No worries. All right, what y'all saying here? Can you do some really good makeup? Oh, what up, Jenna Kai? Yo. Nope, you've never. All right, to here, we're gonna get you some sugar cane when I go do the work over there. Hey, oh, thank you, MP13. Where am I going, y'all? If y'all can see my shadow, I'm carrying it. I'm carrying the chair nowhere near where it's supposed to be. I was supposed to be taking it over here. All right, because I'm too busy talking. So, no, I can't do no makeup. I don't know who asked me that. To here can do makeup. Let's see. This is an avocado tree, which I don't think there's any avocados on. This is another avocado tree. This is a huge fig tree. I don't know if you know, in the Bible when they were talking about hiding under the shade of a fig tree, when all the leaves were here, it was mad shade, but there's still figs hanging out for something to come eat. But it's a sad looking fig, but there's plenty of them way up there. Here's one closer by. They're pretty sad looking. I mean, it doesn't even feel juicy. I wouldn't try to eat that. It's gotta be juicy. Oh man. Oh look, here's an avocado. I've been doing this the whole time, Blaze, haven't I? So here's an avocado hanging out on the tree. And man, Blaze, these fresh Tims out in the garden, I gotta get the eraser. Cause life. I was like, oh my God, like I need to get the spider webs, y'all. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not crazy. Orange trees. Dang, the spider web still got me. Orange tree, another orange tree. These are lemons. This variety is called Improved Meyer. So the Meyer lemons have a thinner skin. Oranges, more oranges. These are little baby ones. The fresh Tims. Mr. MP13, I'm not going to say that word anymore. Don't be enjoying words I say. No one told you to do that. So this is the compost I was talking about. So this is, oh, there's a lizard running around under there. So this is not my stuff, because usually I'm throwing all kinds of crazy stuff in here. But let's see. This is where it starts. So I'm going to take the leaves. I just got like the old ones and stuff and put them here. This is where it gets turned over to do a little bit more. And then, oh yeah, I'm out of the sunshine. So, oh, that is what's gone. Someone chopped up a lot of their squash plants that were growing and put the leaves in here and some of the flowers. And then once it's ready and it breaks down, this is it. So this is what I put in my garden to fertilize it. And this is where I was throwing stuff because I don't know any better. Oh, and this is an apple tree, and this is an apple tree. I'm all over the place. But here's the poor apples that didn't make it because something ate it, or whatever. And that's a cherry tree. All right, I don't know what everything is. Let's see. Oh, and this plant is called a nasturtium. The flowers are edible, and they're very pretty. And also the leaves are edible. And the leaves get bigger than this. They get big almost like you can make like a little taco with it. So, and that thing will grow like crazy. I've never eaten it, but I've seen it around enough and I should try one day. Oh, my fantasy teams. I gotta check those. All right, so this is all the junk I threw in here from my things. So, as you can see, I definitely didn't break that down enough, or I should have took it to the trash. So that's mine. This is not mine. Someone else threw this in here. And then these are stalks from something. Corn. Kind of looks like corn stalks. Yeah. And some hay. All right. That's all. Now I'm gonna go rinse off these vegetables, y'all. This is sage. You know what? If I want it to burn, like if you want to burn some sage in the house, this is it. Take it home, dry it, burn it. I don't care about the sage burning purposes, but I do like the smell. It clears out anything. Oh, Carl, one last question. Is that manure over there? Yeah. Uh-huh. Mhm. Okay. Cool. Oh, there's perlite in there. I didn't even know. Well, I can see the perlite from here. What am I talking about? Okay, so I have used that before. So that is one thing you guys asked me about fertilizer. I said the compost, but I have used this, and I was pretty sure it had manure in it. So this is a mix of manure, compost, perlite, and some stuff. And this is what I can top off my garden to make it look nice. What up, Shelton? Oh, sorry. I really do, and it is my left hand because I'm left-handed. So, did y'all hear what I said though, Blaze? Or was it just, oh, you couldn't hear me? Different people take care of it, but not me. Mainly the person I was just talking to, Fawn. So here's some bananas. I was saying, when you guys asked me about what fertilizer do I use, I said compost, but I have used this as well, and this is a mix that does have manure in it. So, no, still no sound? Can I comment? Still no sound? I don't have my hand on the mic now. It's still no sound, y'all? Oh, okay, cool. All right, my phone's gonna get hot again, so I don't want to lose my videos. But anyway, this is a blackberry plant. You see it growing right there. I was trying to see if there were any blackberries. Here's an old one that dried up, and here's one that's growing a little better. Yeah, the more I'm in the sun, the more this happens. So anyway, there's some more banana trees. And I was saying, Jenikai, yes, the sugar cane is that. So anyway, that's that. Oh, the comments are behind. I always forget that part. Yeah. It's loud. And these were grapevines. I actually wanted to take some grape leaves and make some, what's it called? What is it called? The, daggone it. The dolmas, the rolled grape leaves with the rice inside. These are other people's plots. Some people have irrigation and stuff. I just like to come out and see. So I'm going to try to jump over here and see what's happening with these on the back end of these sugar cane. He said the leaves are pretty sharp and kind of rough, but here, now we can get up closer. So I'm assuming these are pretty old maybe and not so juicy anymore. But he said there's some new ones growing down at the ground, but it needs to be cleared out a lot. But I will take one and machete chop the crap out of it and try to get anything from the inside of it, because sugarcane is amazing. What up, Z-Dog? So yeah, I'm gonna come over here one day and I'm gonna tell Tahir to mail me his machete. And I'm gonna come in here chopping, come in here swinging. All right, now let me go back to my stuff. I'm trying to not like let my phone get too hot because of what happened. Look, see, everything will keep growing. Tomatoes just growing on the ground. Some more bananas. The randomness of everything. All right, so dun, dun, dun. I hope I stood far enough away when I was talking, because I certainly don't have, I think I was far enough away. All right, so back to what I pulled, what I harvested today, which I'm going to give away, is this big bin of greens. So basically this is going to be loud, and y'all just going to hear me spraying stuff. Blaze with the accent, love. So it doesn't look like a lot, but it's deep in here. There's mad stuff inside. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Jenikai, doesn't Jared live over here? Isn't he in LA? Tell him I'm going to be there today. He can get some of these vegetables. Oh, it's not loud? Or are you being facetious? I'm literally just holding the hose between my legs so I can show y'all. What up, Tank? Okay, Jenikai, hit me up in my DMs. I'm gonna send you my phone number, or I'll hit you up, and you know, just for the link. It could be louder. I could be louder. I'm not even, it's probably, oh, daggone it, I got my phone wet. I'm sure it has something to do with the fact that my phone was not trying to help me out a few minutes ago. But, whoever I donate this to, they can finish cleaning it off. But I just wanted to kind of give it a good rinse before I throw it in the car. You're not in timeout. Oh, look, these bees are like, will you go? Oh, the bees are thirsty. Can y'all see them going crazy right there? They're all coming over here by my head. Oh, y'all are thirsty bees. Here, let me put some water. Don't come at me, bro. Get your flower. Here, you get your flower. Man, Blaze, leave me alone, man. I'm going to fix the Timbs. I'm going to fix the Timbs. Don't make me feel bad. But yeah, dang it. I see something. I see something on the Timbs. I got to get the eraser. I was looking it up on Amazon the other day. Thank you guys for hanging with me. You guys are awesome. Even after the whole other video messed up, I'm still not enthused about that. So what I'm trying to do is put some water on the ground here and a little bit on the leaves, so maybe the bees can come over and catch the droplets. Sorry, bees. But a good thing you could do is put a bowl out with marbles in it, and then put water in the bowl, and the bees can land on the marbles and they can drink the water without drowning. Jenikai, I don't know. There's mad stuff out here. I haven't heard of anyone doing that, but who the heck knows? They probably could. All right, so I got my harvest. I'm trying to just pour out all this water. And I'm so afraid, y'all, right now that my phone is going to overheat again. So I'm just kind of like, should I end the video so I can save it? Should I keep talking and just hope it doesn't happen? But I can feel it starting to get warm. And honestly, I'm going to need to use 2 of my hands to carry this out. So I don't scuff up my shoes anymore. So let me turn this around and give you guys a proper goodbye. Oh yeah, dragon fruit. This is the dragon fruit plant. Oh, I was saying that if you took this part of the dragon fruit plant and just broke it off and stuck it in some dirt, you just grow a new one. You could propagate it. Yeah, I'm gonna end it, but I want to just turn around to say bye to y'all. Bye bye, moon pies. Thank you for joining me. Oh, I hate the other video didn't save, but I'm going to save this one, and I'll put that on YouTube. And I will not try to go live from YouTube from the garden anymore. Just IG live, which I'll upload to YouTube. But I will go YouTube live when I'm at home cooking or planting something or whatever like that. So love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, and have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.